Alright, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts back again today with another video for you. And in today's video, we're going back to some Walking Dead. This is going to be the second episode of the season, season 11. This is a part 2 to the season premiere. Now, that first episode, the season premiere was okay. It was okay. The second half of it was a hell of a lot better than the first half. I had a lot of issues with the first half of that episode. I'm not going to rehash them here, but yeah, I did not enjoy the first half, and I thought the second half was a lot better. Overall, as a season premiere, though, and especially a series finale premiere, okay, wasn't the strongest. Was not strong. So, hopefully this is a better episode. But without further ado, let's just jump right on into it and see what's going on. Where'd we leave off? We left off with Negan walking away from Maggie when she's trying to climb up the subway with the walkers on her. All right, and that caught me off guard. I did not expect him to do that. I called right before he went to do that was going to happen, but he was going to pull her up. Didn't happen that way. So, all right, without further ado, let's go. Episode 2. That's a much better start than the first episode. We all know Maggie's not dying here. It's just the question of how she gets out. You know, is Negan going to save the day? You know, he's going to have a change of heart, something like that. Or is she going to get out of it on her own? If she gets out of it on her own, that's going to be setting up some interesting character dynamics between those two moving forward, for sure. If he comes back and, like, helps her out of it, then it's kind of like no harm, no foul, right? You know, she might be a little pissed about it, but ultimately he made the right decision. Hey, I like that start a lot better than the first episode.
Where's Maggie?
She was right behind me.
Somebody boost me up. You go up there, you're dead. She'd be pissed if you tried. She'd want us to keep moving forward.
That's funny because, you know, that is her mindset. That's absolutely 100% her mindset. If I fall behind, you keep pressing forward. So her own philosophy, you know, is biting her in the ass at this moment. Now, like I said, we know she's not dying. We know, I mean, come on, she's not dying.
You know what this means, don't you? The photo board. The Commonwealth.
That was a wallet-sized photo of you, which means it was in your brother's wallet, which means he kept the wallet on him in the apocalypse, possibly for 10 plus years. And who does that? He sounds awesome. And also what you said.
Brother? Okay, brother. So I believe in the first episode I said sister, all right? Because in the comic book, it was Michonne's sister. So I already had sister in my mind. Brother, apparently. The brother Tommy. I took Tommy as a girl's name. The way it was spelled, it's like, yeah, that's a girl's name. Apparently not. Brother. Okay.
A long time before all of this, and I assumed it doesn't matter. I'll be fine as long as I can speak to that.
Okay. I was just about to say, how did they sneak back into the cell without getting caught? Especially when they had stolen the armor, you know, and were pretending to be part of the Commonwealth to get themselves out. The two guards were in a relationship and they had a time that they met for relations. Which, you know, they have to remove their armor in order to partake in such activities. So they did it in the time because they had an hour. They had an hour that they would fornicate. So they started the process, stole the armor, and then decided to come back, put the armor back, and then get back in their cell without anybody noticing. Okay.
Someone knows what we did, and he's just the first domino to fall. In anticipation of the following query, I don't know how I know. I only know that I'm freaking out. It's probably because he told off the big guy. Oh, God, why did he tell off the big guy? We should
Huge. Oh, God, man. Yeah, he's freaking.
We should talk to them. We should come clean about who we are, where we're really from.
No.
For the love
No. No, 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 no. No. You have to earn that. You have to earn that. You don't just blindly trust groups and tell them the location of your entire community and put everybody at risk. You know, if you're in a bad community and you give them that information, bad things are going to happen. If you're in a good community and you don't give them that information, a good community is not going to like kill you over that or anything. They might say, okay, you can't be here, whatever, go on your way. But at the bare minimum, you know, they're going to treat you well. They're not going to demand this of you. So there is nothing to gain, absolutely nothing to gain from telling them the location of your community. And actually, it's a perfect way to find out exactly what type of community you're dealing with based on their response to you not telling them that.
I'd like to speak to somebody who can actually give me answers. Who do you report to?
You want to speak to my supervisor?
That's right, we want to talk to the manager.
Okay, you know, she's a lawyer. She's gonna play into this system. She already knows how to manipulate and to massage this system to get what she wants. I mean, this is, you know, any of us who've spent any time in a workplace, you know, you kind of get how politics of this magnitude, this sort work. And some of us get very good at manipulating our way around them and through them, you know, and some don't, and some kind of, you know, bump along. But, yeah, so she knows exactly how to manipulate this situation. She knows the words to use. She knows the keys that'll unlock the doors, essentially.
Come here. Come here. Hey.
Dog is not a very good listener.
I'm not sure why you're here. You've already been assessed.
You think you've been assessing me?
You don't know anything about
Your
me.
community's large and organized. There's a bureaucracy, and you're part of it. You probably had a job like this before the world fell. If I had to guess, I'd say forensic psychologist. You ask about who we were because someone above you has decided that that's a good baseline position from which to judge who we are. You raked one of my people over the coals due to a $2 bill, which makes me believe your currency is the US dollar.
Yep.
And that you need to strictly control the amount in circulation.
Yup. Oh, man. Damn. She's right. That's exactly why they were so concerned about where the money was, how she got it.
I understand what we're capable of. And whether we can enhance your community or if we'd simply be a drain on resources. But the truth of it is, you need to justify your existence too. I have reason to believe my brother, a thoracic surgeon, is living out the Commonwealth and is looking for me. I'd like expedited processing for my group as per your community's asylum and immigration policies.
Damn.
Go to school again?
Coffee?
This was Michonne's part in the comic, all right? This was her arc. But I really like how she just did that. She totally has them pegged, like figured out 100%. And is going to, you know, she can manipulate, like I said, she can manipulate that situation.
It's below us. It's Morse code. It's SOS.
Oh, it's not gonna be good. Oh, it's not gonna be good because this is Maggie. It's gonna be Maggie. It's not gonna be good. Oh, it's not good. Not good for Negan, man. This is what I said. If she gets back on her own, this sets up a very interesting character dynamic for these two. I mean, it was already there. The tension's already there because of the past, okay? I like this. I'm digging this. Big fan. Big fan. Oh. Ooh.
I slipped. He saw, and he left me to die.
Okay. So what?
You're just admitting it?
Huh.
You tried to kill her.
No. She was in trouble and I didn't help. There is a big difference.
Damn straight.
She was just talking about murdering me. Sooner rather than later. And yet somehow, I'm the big ol' asshole because I didn't risk my nuts for her.
Yeah, the man's got a point. The man's absolutely has a point. You know, and that's what's awesome about his character is most of this, like 75 to 80% of the stuff that he did, you could justify. You know, you could see it from his perspective. It is what it is. She just was talking about killing him. She doesn't give a shit about him or whatever. And, you know, it's going to happen. I'm supposed to help you now. I'm supposed to help you. Like I said, if he would have done it, if he would have helped her, it would have went a long way to extend the olive branch and kind of get diplomatic relations going in the right direction again. I don't think it'll ever be right between them, though. And I think he knows that. He knows that there's nothing he could do to make up for bashing her husband's head in with a baseball bat right in front of her. So, is what it is.
I have been a golden goddamn asset for every single one of you.
Ah! And that's exactly what I said last episode. You're treating him like a piece of shit. You're treating him like shit. And the man is a extremely important member of your community. Extremely. You don't win the Whisperer War without him. Okay? They'd probably get ran through.
I killed Alpha.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, I was helpful. Because if I hadn't done that, every person you know, their skull would be on a spike.
What happened? Oh, we got lost in the tunnels. Walkers are everywhere. They might have gotten
How'd he get in there?
I got a door open on the far end.
Did you close it?
Gage?
Sasquatch, give me a hand.
We opened that, they'll all get in.
See, okay. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, though. This is what I'm talking about. It's a doorway. It's a choke point. It is a choke point. You guys have taken out much bigger herds. Much bigger. And especially when you guys have doors. Especially when you guys have doors. Come on. They can only come one or two, at the most, 2 at a time at you. And there's a million of you there. Not a million, you know, but there's a half dozen, 8, whatever. Come on. I don't buy that you don't want to open the door to save this guy. Even though he screwed you a little bit. He did screw you a little bit. I don't buy that you do not want to open this door because a stream of however many, it doesn't even matter. This is 300 Spartans at the frickin' pass holding off the Persians, for Christ's sake. Like, come on. This fake tension that they're trying to build there. And this episode has been fantastic. Fantastic up until this point. And it's not that this, like, ruins anything, but it definitely ruins the moment. It definitely ruins the moment.
Are you insane? Move! Move!
Come on, you're not going to do that.
Maggie! Open the door!
There's 6 of them!
Sorry, okay, I'm sorry. I made a mistake and I'm sorry, but...
This punishment. This punishment. Dude, she is cold if she does this, man. Cold. Ugh. Okay.
I'll do it again. I'll be better, please. I promise. Please. Maggie, listen to me. We have time. We can get that door open.
It could have already been done.
We don't have the ammo to clear them.
You don't need ammo! You don't need ammo! Oh my god! Please tell me that she's just saying these things as an excuse to let this guy die, right? Wow.
Let it go.
Wow! Come on, Gabriel!
sorry.
I mean, it's her guy, though, right? It's her guy. It's her guy. It's not really Gabriel's place to say how Maggie deals with her people, I guess. How do you trust Maggie after this? You know, if you're somebody who has been with her for a long time, like Gabriel has, how do you look at her the same? How can you really trust her? And that if you slight her, okay, maybe you challenge her authority in a way that she doesn't like in front of her people, you know, and the next time you're in a sticky situation, is she going to leave you there to die? Now, she was just about to kill Negan because he left her to die. And now, all this guy did was want to go home. He took their supplies and wanted to go home. Okay? Shitty thing to take the supplies, but is that a death sentence? I mean, I guess. In the apocalypse, I guess. But fucking A, man.
Liar.
Yep. Absolutely. Where am I at here? Absolutely, she's a liar. Oh, no, dude, you... Oh. 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 Oh, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Oh. 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 Go! Oh. 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 Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely freaking brutal. Brutal. Oh, that was brutal. Wow. Oh my God, that was... That was quite the death scene. Holy crap, man. Oh my God. When you think you've seen it all, you think the show can't do that to you anymore. In the 11th season, it could still do that. Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. You know, for as skittish as Eugene is, he does sack up when he needs to. All right. So obviously he's going to go check out the situation. What's going on? Why'd you follow her in there? Why are you looking around like this? You know, he's nervous. He doesn't want to do it. His palms are sweating. He's wiping it on his pants now, and he's trying to build up the courage to do it. When push comes to shove, Eugene typically does what he needs to do.
Friend went to use the ladies' room.
What friend?
Oh.
I need you to leave. Now.
The fuck, man.
You guys don't want to look at him. Why?
Yep.
Why won't you look at him?
All that is the shell of a man who died a coward.
Who's scared? They didn't deserve to die like that.
Nope.
In the worst way imaginable.
There are worse ways. He held a knife to his throat and reached in his pocket.
Ugh.
I pulled out the chloroform rag he was going to use on me. And I locked my little boy in a room. And I went and searched the house. There were these 3 formed... I wouldn't call them men. They came after me. And didn't I looked up and there's a set of stairs. I thought it was an animal. And all of a sudden it fell down the stairs. It was a walker. Her arms and her legs had been cut off, stitched up, her eyes gouged out, and she was wheezing. through an open, cauterized gash in her throat where her vocal cords had been ripped out.
Oh.
And her belly was round and full.
Oh.
And I went upstairs and there were 3 more just like her.
Oh.
But their hearts were still beating.
Oh. Oh. Whoever came up with that is a sick fuck. Holy shit. Oh my god. I don't know what that has to do with why it's okay to like let Gage die that way. Like I don't really care about Gage, but okay, he's a person, he's a named person on the show. That's a member of your group. Why you would let someone die that way because somebody else did awful stuff. I mean, awful, 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 awful. Oh my god. Could you imagine that existence? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Could you imagine that fucking existence? Oh. Wow. Fucked up thing is, you know, I bet it's out there somewhere. I bet it's out there somewhere. Like, oh my god. Okay. Let's go.
And seeing it, I lost something. And I don't think it's a bad thing that it did. Because it has made things so much clearer.
Dude, she is off the deep end, man. She's broken. She is absolutely broken. She is too risky to be around. You cannot be around this person. You know, yeah, is she a tough fighter? Absolutely. Does she lead people? Yes. Can their community help your community right now? Yes. All right. But she is, the benefit is not worth the risk around her. You hope that she still has some loyalty to our group. I mean, I'm sure she does, but how can you trust that she does? As soon as it's, you know, a her against you situation, her survival or yours, who's she going to pick? Whereas in seasons previous, she would have been selfless, depending on the situation and who it was for. I don't think that side is a part of Maggie anymore.
What we have in Alexandria, it's rare. It has to be. Because if it isn't,
It means we were lucky. It means that nobody has it figured out. Nobody ever did. Nobody ever will.
Think about it. I mean, so far, if you're in these situations, you have an Alexandria, you have a prison, a sanctuary, you know, a terminus. It goes sideways, always. Every single one of them has. And Alexandria is held on by a thread, right? And they're in the middle of a you know, a large rebuilding process. So it's just a matter of time. You know, the domino is going to fall.
It's blocked.
You have to go that way anyway. Through the walkers that you didn't want to handle there just a little bit ago. Deal with them at the door. Oh my god. Deal with them at the door. You can use the door to block them. You can open it a sliver and stab them through it. You're wasting all this ammo that you don't have. Oh, look! They're coming two at a time through the door! They're coming two at a time through the door. They're coming two at a time through the door. Like, why aren't you at the door just stabbing them? Like, you guys have knives? I know you have knives. I mean, we haven't seen you with knives, but I know they're there. I know you have them. Come on. Like, this is such a good episode. Like, why are you, like, fudging it a little bit like this? And the dude has a spear. Alden has a spear.
Hey! They're coming in from this side! Back up!
You know, it's like, this scene has a little bit of tension, but it's manufactured. The group put themselves in this bad of a situation, all right? If they would have opened the door to begin with, help dude. I mean, whether or not you didn't, whatever, fine. You didn't want to help the dude. You know, now you've weakened this other door, and they're going to breach that other door because you've been pounding on it. When you could have just went that way from the beginning. It wasn't that many. You'd have to open that door anyway to help the guy. The guy already opened it, so they're already coming in that way. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's just a fake tension that was built up here. You know, still kind of, I feel like a situation they put themselves in. It was a lot of walkers. It was a lot. All right, like I said, they've handled more. They've handled bigger. Oh, he's back in the. Oh, I'm making a shiv.
What have you done with my traveling companions?
They're being processed.
As in, administratively? Processed as in bologna or other meat stuffs? This is why mine.
Dude, Eugene's awesome, man. Oh my god. Awesome. Awesome. He's like freaking. He is freaking. This is great.
I think that
You can't lie for shit. So don't lie.
Oh, come on, man.
I wasn't.
If you don't,
Don't tell him, man.
you get me.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Good.
Mercer. Mercer, that's his name. That's his name.
I'm gonna give you two questions. You're gonna give me two answers.
No.
Truthful ones.
Nope.
It's that
You
simple.
better not, man. Eugene, you better not tell him.
Ready? Where is your settlement?
No.
And why were you at that train station?
I wanted to speak up before this, but I was afraid of what my friends would think.
Don't, Eugene.
We got to talking, and she was not repulsed by my musings. And we wanted to meet. So I got my friends to go to that train yard under the guise of asking whoever showed up for help for us three, because I knew they wouldn't go otherwise. I've been lying this whole time because I'm afraid to lose the three friends I have in this world. And I lied to Stephanie about being from a large settlement because
Nice.
I was afraid that maybe
Good job.
she was not who she said she was.
Nice.
Laying a
Attaboy.
trap for a lonely heart.
Attaboy, Eugene.
And I am, in fact, a virgin. Even though I have observed the act far more times than I care to admit.
Oh, God, Eugene. Man.
In fact, she was my one true love. And now I've been forced to admit that in this room, and I'm humiliated by it. That if Stephanie finds out that I wasn't honest with her either, that she might want to have nothing to do with me anymore. Very relieved to get that off my chest. Because everything else I've said up to this point has been a goddamn truth.
Nice, Eugene. Attaboy, man. What'd I say? What'd I say? Whenever he needs to step up, he does it. All right? Yeah, it might not be, you know, at your pace and on your time, but when it's crunch time, man, he comes through. The boy comes through.
Gene!
Okay, man. Let it out.
Pursuant to Section 114A of the new Articles of Perpetual Union, Article 14 of the Legacy UDHR, you have successfully completed initial processing and consideration for asylum and citizenship in these United Townships. You'll be escorted to orientation by a beat cop. Welcome to the Commonwealth. I went to West Point, asshole.
Which one of you is Eugene? Hi. I'm Stephanie.
We heading out? We need to take a detour first. Arbor Hills.
What's that?
Hidden supply depot.
You know where that is?
Yeah. Come on.
Wow. Wow, that's a lot.
Let's double back. We can cut through.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's nasty, man. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Great episode. Absolutely great episode. Much better from start to finish than the last one. There's a couple of spots where like kind of iffy, you know, with how they dealt with being kind of swarmed in that train. Didn't really like that. It did develop Maggie's character, though, gave you some insight into her backstory. You know, so I'm not going to hammer them too much for that. Okay, you know, I think they could have managed that group just fine without dumping all their ammo and using grenades and all that stuff, but whatever, okay? Makes for good television. It's like a what? It's like a 8 out of 10 episode, 7.5, 8 out of 10. Solid 7.5, 8 out of 10 episode right there. Somewhere in between there, you know. If you wanted to call it like a 7, no, I'd argue with you if you wanted to just call it a 7. I would definitely argue. That's a strong 7.5 or a very strong episode. Easily my favorite of the season so far. Not much competition though. But yeah, that was great. Great episode. That'll do it though. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.